Good morning, everyone. Good morning and welcome to the graduation of NOPD Recruit Class 178. Certainly we want to recognize Mayor Mitchell Landrieu, the Mayor of New Orleans, who is here with us, all of our elected officials, council members, our U.S. Attorney, our District Attorney, all of our stage guests. We have our Deputy Chiefs who are with us today, our commanders in the audience. Thank you all so much for being here. I certainly want to thank again the principal of Karr High School for allowing us to be here. I spoke to him early this morning, and not only is he a brilliant administrator, but he's certainly the best dressed principal I've ever seen. And he's certainly one of the best dressed anybody I've ever seen. So thank you so much for being here. We appreciate your hospitality. Certainly want to thank the students here at Karr for their brilliant performance and participation in our graduation. Can we again thank them for what they've done this morning? I also want to thank our partners at the New Orleans Police and Justice Foundation for all of their support day in and day out of every day of the year for everything they do. Certainly we could not do all the things that we do without the partnership of the New Orleans Police and Justice Foundation. It is those public and private partnerships that allow us to be able to recruit and reach people from anywhere across the country and to make sure that you get into the doors and become members of this police department. And lastly, to the family and friends, loved ones of these graduating recruits, a very special thank you, a very special welcome to this graduation in the lives of the officers of Recruit Class 178. At this time, I'd like to thank the family members, friends, and loved ones for all of the support that you give. It is with your support that these members were able to join our department, endure 26 weeks, and now have a career in law enforcement. So at this time, along with them, we want to thank you for all of your support. We also want to thank our recruitment team and our academy staff for recruiting and getting all of you into our department and then training you and leading you up to this day. So at this time, will all the members of the recruitment team, the police academy staff, will you stand and be recognized for the hard work that you've done so far? Thank you so much. I'm extremely proud and excited that you are graduating today. I'm excited because as I stand here in the highlight of my career and you at the beginning of yours, I want to congratulate you and encourage you on your commitment, number one, to being citizens of New Orleans, but then your commitment to law enforcement, specifically the New Orleans Police Department. And so for the past 26 weeks, you've been and you'll continue to be on a journey that few have the privilege or even the ability to take. And my hope is that in your journey, it brings you as much pride, satisfaction, and fulfillment as it's brought me and as it has brought other members of this beloved department. You've completed the transformation from citizen to law enforcement officer. So while you see today's graduation, I see the future leaders of the New Orleans Police Department. You've passed all the hiring requirements, you've survived the physical and mental training of academy life, you've sacrificed a lot over the past 26 weeks and successfully arrived at this moment in your life. You've worked hard through personal and family hardships, and now we embrace you as you now enter our profession. Notice I called it a profession. It may be your career, but it should never be your job. This is a profession, this is a calling. It is as noble and honorable as any profession or any calling. Our nobility is founded on the premise that in addition to society's expectations, that we would willingly take on the most challenging and dangerous situations on behalf of people we do not know. This calling means that we move toward danger rather than away from it. That when you call us, we come. But it also requires you to have the balance of unwavering courage when you need it, and then having the compassion and sensitivity to handle the most delicate and sensitive of situations. We're part of the community, and we never refer to ourselves as being outside of the community. It is never us against them, because we're a part of the community that we serve, and the first line of defense for that community lies with us. So while at times the public might take things personal, you should not. So as you get dressed every day, remember that you represent way more than just yourself, far more than your family. You represent the entire profession, and you represent the calling that you have accepted. You represent a city that the world is watching and is in the top 10 destination cities in this country. You represent honorable men and women who've served before you, some of whom have paid the ultimate sacrifice. So as you serve and protect your community, remember to protect the profession. So now we're charging you to be community-minded, so in all you do, I want you to do three things. Number one, build relationships that were never built, improve on good relationships, and then repair relationships that were broken. So as you go about your day, keep in mind that everything you do, every decision you make, the way you engage and speak to our citizens, the way you handle their concerns, that you perform every part of your duty in a way that either builds new relationships, improves good ones, or repairs bad ones. And always remember that right is right, even if no one else is doing it, and wrong is wrong, even if everyone else is doing it. So thank you, congratulations, and welcome to the new NOPD.